I'm Ray Couture, and this is Astrological Perspectives. Do you believe it's already September? You know, it's been a really busy year, and I want to thank all of my YouTube subscribers for their loyalty. And you know, my message has an awful lot to do with the spiritual unity underlying everything that is going on, and I've been trying to define the difference between those who are awake and those who are asleep. But you know, this month is a very important month. The month of September will see some amazing changes and some very historical events. So I hope you can stay with me for this report, and I wish you the very best. When the sun came up on the morning of September 1st, 2018, it rose in Virgo and the moon was in Taurus. The chart as a whole suggests serious challenges to the founding values of the United States. This in part because the chart refers to the United States by calculating it with Washington, D.C. as its location, and in part because of the specific configuration of the solar system at the beginning of this month. The Virgo rising offers a path of reconciliation and evolution, with all of us called upon to join in this endeavor to improve our response to the call of the Spirit which lives in us as us. And the reflective nature of the moon calls for a dedication and conviction to this ideal of service toward one another, and a willingness to stubbornly adhere to it and be grounded in this reality. Of course, as we all know, astrological energies are something we all use, some for the positive and some for the negative. The general idea then here is that your quality of consciousness is needed in some specific way to authorize actions you might need to take in some part of your life. That quality of consciousness is found in the sun and its position in the sky at the moment of your birth. But if you know your rising and moon signs, please listen to or read those as well, because they fine-tune what meanings and suggestions are available to you during this month. Aries, perhaps you are feeling the pain of critical changes in your career or usual relations. Most of the discomfort comes from some disillusionment concerning changes in your resources or income. This creates an opportunity to meet the challenge of speaking in authentic tones that actually represent your true position and perhaps true feelings. Beneath your willingness to assist others lies a potential to be a slave to people-pleasing. So answer the call to pioneering. Take control of your voice and go forth and healed and as a healer. Taurus, figuring out where you belong could mean facing down some pain and insecurity. This can bring an increased understanding about what believing in yourself really means. Important decisions made now require deep analysis and investigating opportunities. Certain value conflicts and inconsistencies will have to be resolved if plans and actions are to have any chance of success. So the real challenge is to be truly authentic and willing to risk working with others. Gemini, the whole deal for you is to meet the challenge of being authentic. Your need is to rebuild your self-esteem, or at least improve it to the extent that you can believe in yourself in ways that you can feel in your gut. Your communications should be used to resolve conflicts wherever you are, but not participate in them. You could discover something at your workplace which might contribute to reducing your anxieties. In the end, it is always about being real. Cancer, finding the right form of relationship or business means meeting the challenge of being true to yourself. You may feel conflicted about establishing a new relationship or business. since you are searching for a way to revitalize your life. But the real challenge is to begin developing new financial resources. You are being presented with an opportunity to reconstruct your reality in ways more apt to benefit your sense of value for yourself. Leo, the stakes are getting higher for you the longer you wait to act. You seem to have secrets that could help or hurt others. Perhaps there are issues of authority in your work environment that demand that you take control of certain job specifics. Your place in this situation requires you to show some independence in how you respond to working with others. One issue is being worried about it all. Your validity is based upon your knowledge of the strengths and weaknesses of others. You may need to risk revealing some of the secrets that you are holding. Virgo, investigate your environment and your community. Procrastinations aside, you need to expand your knowledge base and get after what is blocking your progress. The best thing now is to dig down deep and resolve to believe in yourself. It may feel scary, but you need to see what is limiting your sense of belongingness. Limiting your risks can sometimes be right, but this time it seems the opposite might be true. You are not too worried, we hope, and careful that you may miss a chance here to begin overcoming your fear by starting the task by seeing your true value in all of your relationships. Libra, conflicts require digging deeper into your resolve. Relationship ambitions may need revision as well. A little research could lead to an increase in your resources. Changing your relationship to your community is needed if you want to resolve confusions where you work. Revive and transform your sense of integrity and honor your truth. Your challenge then is to effectively demonstrate your creative ideas in a group setting. Scorpio, new horizons are in view and change is seemingly complete. The opportunity to transform and improve your self-esteem has arrived. Looking for truth within is paramount as you seek new vistas. Meeting challenges is nothing new, but this one demands your authentic voice in your career development. Satisfaction comes from offering your services to others in need. Sagittarius, changes in your work will require a giant leap of faith. Adjusting to those changes will take some time. You will need to overcome insecurity regarding risks that will restructure your personal and social values. Spiritual renewal is the actual goal of your activities now and will likely manifest in some more practical ways. What stimulates this is your knowledge of the social conflicts being played out in full view of the society as a whole. Capricorn, the form and structure of what is now on your plate seems daunting. Some aspects of your communications and community involvement require strong action, which brings up worries and your fear of failure. Your value and resources are connected to changes in your profession sphere. You need to place maximum attention in serving the needs of others and controlling your image by resolving all communication issues. Aquarius, honest, direct, and authentic communication in your business and personal relationships is needed. Financial resources require some faith in yourself as you attempt to resolve legal conflicts affecting your career in some fashion. Some changes in your home lifestyle are brought about by some painful issues over communication problems. Pisces, faith and life choices confront you as resources are stressed. Indecision only deepens the need for opening your heart and mind. You are challenged to be in control and express your true self and feelings. Most of the world is in the same state of distress, and that is what you are sensing. Keep your faith in love and watch the truth come out at home and share it with the world. Now, here now is a more detailed view of the broader perspective of the social and political reality. But please be advised that beneath all that happens in this realm lies the spiritual unity of life here on earth and in the cosmos. Measure the events in terms of how well they serve the spiritual purpose of our lives, and you will have a clear understanding of how you might respond beyond your own personal growth. The left side of the chart indicates those energies essential for manifesting the inherent potential of the month. The right side shows the conditions that must be navigated in order to achieve some degree of progress toward the goal of manifesting the highest potential shown on the left side of the chart. The left side shows Mercury, Venus, planets that refer to the inner mental state and values involved. This configuration tells the tale of disagreements and conflicting values. Jupiter in Scorpio seeks to reveal the underlying falsehoods in order to allow for a resolution of those disagreements and conflicts. All of this, of course, being animated by the Virgo Sun, which calls for real improvements within the public understanding of what must happen if we are to serve the highest needs of the land. This suggests that the inner conflicts which plague this country might find temporary, if not permanent, resolution when certain investigative discoveries come to light this month. The right side of the chart, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, and Pluto are retrograde. Retrograde motion here describes a world under deconstruction in the negative and indicating some form of reconstruction in the positive and as a necessity. What is pictured is uncertainty with respect to the executive branch of government, as represented by Saturn in retrograde. Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto collectively create a picture of a decaying world situation. Saturn, the planet of executive power, is moving away from taking responsibility, indicating that the authority of the current leadership is crumbling. Saturn is the first planet to rise on this right side, and the moon is the last. The moon represents the contents of identity, that is to say, the ego, individually and collectively the people, or the national mood, as it were. Saturn is the container or the face of this collective reality, and it has creative possibility of transforming our values because of its creative or trine relationship with Uranus in Taurus. That creative energy between Saturn and Uranus offers hope for major change. But whose hopes? Those forces aligned against the current order of government appear to be the government itself, since Mars, the planet of attack, is in Capricorn at this time. But it could also be a time to transform the hopes and dreams of millions into a reality. So now let's have a side-by-side look. On the left, the inner planets, Venus, the inner thought of understanding planet Mercury. The true servants of the Spirit are accompanied by truth-demanding Jupiter in the investigative sign of Scorpio. This side is a clear picture of a domestic effort to stifle the truth and efforts to uncover that same truth. On the right side, we see a barrage of transformative attempts to reorganize reality in this country. It begins with a deteriorating governance indicated by a retrograde Saturn, and attempts to make null and void the only legal authority able to restrict government actions, with Uranus in the house of the Supreme Court. Both Saturn and Uranus are associated with Aquarius and transformation. The Saturn represents the past and Uranus the future. So what we are witness to is the beginning of the end of the past and the beginning of the reforming or revolutionizing our collective values. But outside the Saturn-Uranus aspect is the moon, or the people, as I say. You and me and everyone, we must serve as witness to the truth and our need for a new and perhaps more comprehensive, certainly less religious and dogmatic enlightenment. Uranus demands we become servants of the truth, infusing the population with high understanding of what is really at stake. What is lurking in the wings is the upcoming conjunction of Saturn, the planet of reality, and Pluto, the planet of eliminating obsolescence, in January of 2019. Stay tuned, because this month is going to be a challenge for everyone, as it is the first taste of what the Saturn-Pluto conjunction will be like. No matter your place in this world, no matter your economic status or any other status, no matter your spiritual pursuit, be ready to serve. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're interested in having a reading, please contact me at www.astrologicalperspectives.net. I'm Ray Couture, and this is Astrological Perspectives.
Astrological Perspectives, September 2018. Scene 1. Just kidding around.
Clip my nose.
I know the nose comes right off. Anyways,
Take-
scene 1, take 2.